leading the league with a 167 OPS plus, which means he's 67% better than any other pitcher in the league.
Yeah.
He's also leading the league in hits per nine, and like I said before, he has the highest. Hello, beautiful world of baseball enthusiasts. We're back. Daniel.
Ew, that sounded so weird.
We have to have a different cringy intro every single time.
Oh my god.
We're back. We're wearing Vladdy jerseys, so you know it's going to
Yes.
be a good day.
Yeah,
Vladdy
the
jerseys.
Vlad. But
if they can't see, then yeah, you can see it right there. Yep. I just turned around.
I'm not turning around.
Okay. Okay.
But today we're talking about the MLB Cy Young odds that just came out. I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago as the time we're recording this.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had school. I haven't really looked at it yet.
September 13th it came out, it said. So
4 days ago. It's the 17th
Yes.
already. Oh my god. The season's going to be over next week, pretty much. Or
I know,
2
it's
weeks.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. But yeah, so they released the odds, and honestly, some of these pitchers, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect them to have as good a season as they did.
Yeah, there's been a lot of crazy like pitchers who kind of had breakouts this year. Like obviously Carlos Rodon, nobody expected him to be good. Same with Robbie Ray. But then there's the usual guys who've been doing good. But ever since the sticky stuff crackdown, there's been some pitchers who also haven't been doing as good, which is pretty fun.
Yes, Darvish, who's killing me in fantasy, as me and Chris just discussed for an hour and a half before. But yeah, anyhow. Let's get right into this, Chris, before this is a 40-minute video.
Okay, start it off, Daniel. You have the stats.
Yeah,
so... Oh, before we start, if you guys are new here, definitely want to hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Do that. We're going to be pumping out a bunch of baseball content during the off-season because off-season is the best season. So, yeah, cool. Do that. And like the video, comment your favorite team. Unless you're a Yankee fan, then unsubscribe. Okay, cool.
Okay. Damn, setting the president. But, yeah, so... let's do NL or AL first.
Let's go NL because I like talking about
NL.
the AL. Yeah, because we're Jays fans. Yeah.
NL 5 candidates, 6 candidates, I guess you could say, for Cy Young. So I'm not gonna say the odds because that's just too much betting. But the favorite's Max Scherzer right now.
I can see it. He's pretty good.
I mean, he's been ridiculous this year ever since he got traded to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I was actually watching his 3,000th strikeout game. Like it was on TV after the Jays game, so I'm like, hey, might as well put it on. So watch that. That was pretty nice. Took him a while to get it, like 3 innings, but it was okay.
I mean, that's a slow day for Max Scherzer, but like,
I mean, he had an immaculate inning in that game. So yeah,
he is so good. I still can't believe he's on the Dodgers. Like,
I know. Damn, why couldn't he come to Toronto? It would have been so nice.
It would have been nice, but I don't even remember. Did the Dodgers? I don't think the Dodgers gave up a lot for him.
They gave up Keibert Ruiz, that catcher.
Oh yeah, they gave up Keibert Ruiz. Okay, so
and probably some other guys, but like not Keibert Ruiz is the big boy.
Yeah, Scherzer's being the odds, and then you got Corbin Burns, who honestly I think's gonna win it. I think Corbin Burns is gonna win it.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I think Corbin Burns is gonna win it. So tempted to put some money down because he's like the second favorite here, so I'll get some money back. But anyhow, if you look at Corbin Burns' stat line, if you pull up Corbin Burns' stat line really quick, Chris, his thing is ridiculous. Like,
let's see his baseball reference real quick.
But pull up his stat line while I
Burns. I'm just trying to see what he leads the league in. Corbin Brush. Oops. RNS. Corbin Burns. Where the hell's the baseball reference? Really? Oh, it's Burn ES. I always spelled Burns wrong. I did BURNS.
You spelling it like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. What the heck?
Corbin Burns. Come on, where the heck is the baseball reference? Why is it not the first thing? There it is.
God.
I found it. I got it. All right. So, in this season, in 2021, Corbin Burns is currently leading the league in ERA plus, FIP, also leading the league in home runs per 9, walks per 9, strikeouts per 9, and SO/W. What is that, like
strikeouts to walks ratio?
Oh, strikeouts to walks ratio. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's not like he's literally leading the league in all the important stats, quote unquote important stats that they.
I mean, let me show up Max Scherzer here. See what he's leading in.
Yes, and then I'll just mention the last. I'll mention the last 4 here before we compare these two. But Walker Buehler, who's also having a fantastic season.
He actually, I think, up until like last week or 2 weeks ago, every single start this year was 5 innings or more. Was it 6 innings or more?
6 innings. Crazy. I think 6 innings or more, and his least was 6 innings, and he's something
quality
like
start machine.
Yeah, he's like a quality start machine. And then Zach Wheeler, who
He was on
remember.
pace at the All-Star game to win it, but then he
Yeah,
kind of
and
slowed down.
he kind of fell off after. It's the same with the last guy on here, Kevin Gausman. Same thing. He was on pace to be Cy Young. Same with Wheeler, and then they just kind of fell out of
Was
the world.
that the case of the sticky stuff crackdown, or was that just the leagues kind of figuring him out now?
I think it's the league's figuring it out. I don't think it's the sticky stuff. And then Brandon Woodruff's the last guy here. So
yeah, exactly.
Those are your 6.
Mhm.
But I think you'll agree. I think the top 2 really, Scherzer and Burns, are going to be.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Woodruff does have a case, but like it's not Burns. Like he's not Corbin Burns.
You just listed Burns. ERA plus, which is apparently the big stat now. FIB, which is like a huge stat in pitching. What else did you say there? Strikeouts per 9, walks per
9, strikeouts to walk ratio, and all
home
that
runs
stuff.
per 9. Like
yeah, he was leading all the good stuff. He strikes out 1 million people and doesn't walk people. That's pretty much all you need as in a pitcher.
And the Brewers are what? Aren't the Brewers first?
They're first in their division.
He's a big reason why right now.
Actually, speaking of that division, the Cardinals are actually in the wild card spot now. They made a massive comeback. Oh. I know. I was like, let's go, Cardinals.
The Padres might not even make the playoffs.
The Mets are like 5 games out of the wild card as well. Like, man,
the NL is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, and then there's just like 4 teams for the AL. Like, it's kind of fun. Let's see. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's the Dodgers who have a 17-game wild card lead, and they've already clinched the wild card.
Which also helped because they have Max Scherzer and Walker Buehler, and that pitching staff is insane.
It's insane. The Cardinals are the second wild card spot, and half a game back is the Padres. So if the Padres don't make the playoffs, that's going to be kind of crazy.
Especially with all the moves that they made.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, they made all the moves for good players, but once those good players got hurt, they have no more depth.
Exactly.
That's the issue.
Exactly. I wanted to mention one more name for the NL Cy Young because I've seen him being thrown around on like Instagram and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Julio Urias.
Very underrated season.
Is it Urias or Urias?
I think it's Urias or Urias. Julio Urias. I call it Urias.
Urias. Okay, but I've seen his name thrown around a lot, and I don't think he gets enough credit because he's been blocked by Scherzer, Buehler, Kershaw.
That Dodgers rotation's disgusting. 3 Cy Young candidates.
Yeah. I feel bad for...
I hope Max Scherzer doesn't re-sign with the Dodgers, just so there's some competition.
So who do you think here for the Cy Young for the NL?
Well, I mean, complete bias over here, but I'm a huge Max Scherzer type of guy. So I'm gonna go with Max Scherzer. 1, the stats back him, and also 2, he's Max Scherzer. He's good. He needs to win his 4th Cy Young, obviously. So Max Scherzer.
Did I even have to ask?
Yeah, Max Scherzer. I mean, I like Walker Buehler. Oh no, who is it? Corbin Burns, but Max Scherzer.
I'm gonna go Corbin Burns. I'm gonna go the underdog here.
Okay.
I mean, he's got all the stats in his favor. He's leading every stat right now as we're recording this. Plus, I don't think he's won a Cy Young, so let's see him get his first Cy Young.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool, but 4th Cy Young for Max Scherzer?
I know.
And then he's going to sign with Toronto in the offseason? Like, come on.
All right, over there.
Speaking of Toronto.
Let's go into the meat and potatoes of why everyone's here.
Yes, Ray versus Garrett Cole.
Oh, there's even more here.
Okay, but there's really 2, Daniel.
Yeah, okay, so there's 5 names on here. Mm-hmm. Garrett Cole, Robbie Ray, Lance Lynn, Carlos Rodon, and Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, I'm going to throw Ohtani right out of the boot right now because he's not winning the Cy Young.
Yeah, Ohtani's been good, but he's not been Cy Young candidate.
Exactly. I also
at least
would agree Rodon has been decent, but ever since the crackdown, he hasn't been god tier, so throw him out of the water. And then also, Lance Lynn's been hurt, so throw him out. So now it's just 2.
Well, the odds, so Garrett Cole's the favorite at -25, but -125. Mm-hmm. Robbie Ray is plus 135. So if you put down some money on Robbie Ray and he wins, it's some nice payout.
Yeah, and actually,
and then everyone else is in the plus like 900 plus. So really, there is 2, like you said.
Mm-hmm. I have to say though, the stats do back up. What's his name? Garrett Cole over Robbie Ray in like the advanced stats. The traditional stats, Robbie Ray is leading in innings pitched, ERA, strikeouts, and all that stuff. But then when it comes down to WHIP, I did a little stat comparison yesterday, actually, of the 2. I was really bored in class. So
nice.
I'll send it to you when I have the chance, but I can't take your face cam off or else it'll show like my Discord and everything.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so Robbie Ray and Garrett Cole's ERAs are literally like Cole's is 0.001, Robbie Ray's is 1.009. So they're literally separated by like 0.000 like 8. Their FIPS are very similar. Cole's is like high twos, Robbie Ray's is low threes, and everything like that. The Sierra number, whatever that is, that they're really similar. But Robbie Ray is leading in the WAR stats, so that's pretty good.
I mean, I feel like the WAR stat is a pretty big stat considering.
I used Baseball References WAR. And
Yes.
then there's Fangraphs, which has Garrett Cole leading, but Baseball Reference has Robbie Ray ahead, which is kind of weird. I don't know how they calculate WAR differently,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say it should be the same, but
I know you'd think so.
yeah, but
Like
I
one
feel like I feel
has,
like if you're gonna base any stat on like one that should be most important or whatever, I think WAR is it. I mean, wins above replacement. That really shows that if they're on the field, their team is this much better at winning. You know, like,
Mhm.
and that's what a Cy Young is. A Cy Young is you're gonna go out there every 5 days roughly, and chuck a ball game so good that your team should win majority of the time, right?
Yeah, and Baseball Reference had, I think, Robbie Ray's in like the high sixes, and Garrett Cole's was in like the fours, and then the other one had Garrett Cole's in the fives and Robbie Ray in the fours. So I don't know how they calculated that, but it
Oh,
was kind of weird.
that
Yeah,
is
it was super strange.
that's interesting.
I'm gonna try. I
Uh,
trust Baseball Reference more
yeah,
than
let's go. Baseball
Fangraphs.
Reference is the traditional one.
hmm
So I'm just pulling up Garrett Cole versus Robbie Ray on Baseball Savant, which will
hmm
show us exactly all the head-to-head stats.
Yeah, it's pretty good stats though. Not gonna lie.
It like they're so similar now that I'm looking at it.
Whoops.
Like, what you
Let me
do?
try. No, I just pulled up something, but it went
Oh,
on your screen instead of, so it showed up on the video. Okay, what were you? You're looking up the stats, right?
yes, like the comparison. Yeah.
hmm
I mean, like they're so similar in the fact that like so Robbie Ray, as the time we're recording, is giving up 136 hits. Garrett Cole's giving up 127.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, that's very
Like
pretty
they're
much the
so
same thing.
similar.
Yeah.
Batting average, the opponent's batting average against them. Robbie Ray's is 207. Garrett Cole's is 210.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can load up this quick Photoshop that I made of it. Just I'll put it on the screen. I'll try to put it in front of Daniel's face or something, or even just in the middle of the screen. I need to see where Photoshop loads up because I was just
Yes.
messing around. And also, Robbie Ray stats weren't completely updated yesterday, so they might have changed. Oh
Yeah.
no, it's gonna pull up on my screen. Perfect.
Like
So I'm just gonna.
strikeouts, I mean, Robbie Ray's got 10 more strikeouts than Garrett Cole. Like these two are so similar. And I know everyone was giving Garrett Cole at the start of the year. Oh, he's got the sticky stuff. He can't pitch. Blah yada yada. I mean, I feel like he took that personally. Now he's been
Yeah,
one of the best pitchers in the league.
exactly. And I'm gonna send you the picture I just took of it right now.
Okay.
These are the stat comparisons yesterday. They didn't upgrade or update Robbie Ray's like advanced metrics, so I had to take those from Fangraphs, and then his normal metrics were updated on Baseball Reference. So
Okay, 1 second.
they're
I
a little
just
off.
1 second. I gotta get my phone. I'm not walking across my room, so.
Okay, you just. All right, this is a great podcast so far. We're having a great time. Daniel's walking across his entire room right now. Clearly professional. We didn't plan this, but yeah. Let's see. See if Daniel. Okay, his laptop dropped a little bit. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I just,
But
yes. Did you see the
yes,
picture?
I see the picture that you just sent.
Yeah.
I mean, like they're so similar that it's ridiculous. I like you said, we talked about WAR goes to Robbie Ray when you did this.
Mhm. That was Baseball Reference for though.
Baseball references. I
Yeah.
mean fib, like Ks per nine, balls like walks per nine, but like
They're very similar.
they're so similar. I just hope that I hope whoever wins between these two. Obviously, I want Robbie Ray to win. I'm gonna throw my bias in there, right?
I have full bias. Robbie Ray's
Full
gonna win.
bias. Obviously, Jays fans, Robbie Ray. But
Mhm.
if Garrett Cole wins, at least make it close. I just hope it's not a, walk in the park kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I think this could be a long shot, and I know a lot of people don't like to put in playoff like caliber teams compared to like non-playoff caliber teams in
Yes.
terms of performance. But if the Jays and Yankees play off in a one-game wild card, we're likely gonna have a Robbie Ray versus Garrett Cole matchup, and I think whoever wins that game wins the Cy Young. I'm just gonna screw it. You know what? One-on-one. Their stats are so similar. Have a big finale. See what happens.
They literally are like, at least in the other one, we were like, okay, Corbin Burns leads all the league in stats, right? Like it's
Yeah.
similar. Not in this. I'm pretty sure one leads the league in strikeouts, the other one leads the league in ERA, the other one leads the league in walks per. Like it's ridiculous how much different. as I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
kinda
plug my
nuts.
computer in because it's about to die.
Yeah, and actually, when I was doing the stats comparison yesterday, I was looking at Robbie Ray's strikeout per nine, and apparently it's the highest career strikeout not per nine in MLB history.
I
Like,
mean, if
it's
that
nuts.
doesn't deserve votes alone, like
Like, I
thinking
mean,
about
as like a
all
career
the other
number,
good,
like,
yeah.
it's like his total career number strikeout per nine, not just the season overall, like a total
Oh,
career
okay.
average of strikeout per nine is the highest in MLB history. I'm like, that's pretty good, not gonna
I
lie.
thought you meant like this year. I was like, bro, if he doesn't win it just based on that stat, but still, like,
Let me check actually what Robbie Ray's is this season. Robbie Ray's, because I know he's leading the league in something.
yeah,
So Robbie Ray's leading the league in ERA, games started, innings pitched, and strikeouts. So he's leading in strikeouts. Okay, he's also leading in ERA plus, which is like what's that stat? OPS plus.
yeah.
It's the
ERA
same
plus is
thing.
basically like,
It's OPS plus. That's the same
yeah,
thing
it's
for
his
pitchers.
ERA, but and then how much of the hits that he given up should have actually been like caught, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, so he's leading the
Years.
league with a 167 OPS plus, which means he's 67% better than any other pitcher in the league.
Yeah.
He's also leading the league in hits per nine, and like I said before, he has the highest career strikeout per nine out of any player in MLB history, which is pretty good. Garrett Cole, on the other hand, let's see if I can just pull this up real quick. He has leading the league in wins, which useless stat. He has 2 complete games, but Robbie Ray could have complete games, but we have Charlie Montoyo as the manager. And he's also leading the league in FIP and WHIP, with also leading the league in strikeouts per nine and strikeouts to walk ratio. But I have to say it is lower ever since the sticky stuff crackdown. So we'll see.
At the end of the day, it really depends on what stats you look for. It's not like the Corbin Burns Max Scherzer situation we were talking about, where Corbin Burns literally leads the league in like 9 out of the 8 stats or whatever, or 8 out of the 9 stats,
Yeah.
right? Like these two are splitting it. It's just, do you think WAR and ERA plus is better, or do you think FIB and WIB is better, right? It really
Yeah,
depends
exactly.
on the voters' preference. I'm interested to see where it goes, because either one way we're getting a video out of it, one way or another. One, either how we're going to talk about how Robbie Ray got robbed, or two, how Robbie Ray deserved it. Like it's going to have a video either way, so I'm fine with
Yeah.
that from a YouTube standpoint.
It's not like they don't deserve. They both deserve
Yeah,
the Cy
they
Young,
both
which
deserve
makes
it.
sense. Yeah.
And there's a lot of that this year for baseball, where there's two guys and they both really deserve the award, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird how they're just both Blue Jay players, but it's okay.
It'll be interesting to see. I still think Robbie Ray is gonna win as long as they
Yeah.
continue this same trend.
But I
right?
have to say, knowing a biased Yankee announcers and voters and all that stuff, I feel like Garrett Cole is going to take the hardware home.
I
But-
hope not. I hope
yeah,
not.
I hope
But
not either.
I guess we'll have to see. I mean, that WAR is ridiculous. Robbie Ray's WAR right now is ridiculous. So, and that's a
Alright.
huge stat for me. So that's my input.
Yeah, and we're clearly biased Blue Jay fans, so take with everything, with a grain of salt. Or facts,
Yes.
whatever you want. I mean, it's okay if you want Robbie Ray to win, because we want him to. So yeah, that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Comment down below who you think should win this Cy Young. If it's Robbie Ray, then comment. And if you're a Yankee fan, unsubscribe. And with that being said, see you later. Goodbye.